There are people in this country right now, as I sit here, who want to do us harm.
16th Circuit Solicitor Kevin Brackett's jurisdiction extends throughout the small city of York, South Carolina. It's home to around 8,000 people, one of which was a radical Muslim teenager with a sinister plot to kill.
I had been alerted by law enforcement that they were conducting an investigation into a juvenile who they had been told had been in possession of some firearms, and particularly a pistol, which a juvenile is not allowed to have.
The suspect, a 16-year-old boy of Syrian descent, was arrested and initially said the gun was for self-defense. But a search of his house revealed he had an ISIS flag and a computer full of ISIS-related material.
He was following the events in Syria, which is where his family was from, and he had a lot of animosity towards the Assad regime. Ultimately, his dream was to travel to Syria and join ISIS.
York Police Chief Andy Robinson says his detectives interrogated the boy and learned he had been in contact with a radical Muslim man near Raleigh.
They took the interview a little further basically into an interrogation, and were able to get him to speak with him pretty freely. And he said that the Quran said that he was to tell the truth, and he wanted to do what the Quran said, so he decided he was going to tell the truth to the detective.
The boy confessed to having a plan to join with that radicalized man, rob a gun store to get more high-powered weapons, then drive to a military base in North Carolina to kill American soldiers.
So that's when we decided that we needed to get somebody a little more proficient in the area of terrorism involved.
The FBI was called in and took over the terrorism aspect of the case, but the feds never charged the boy with any terror-related offenses, possibly because he's a juvenile. As a state prosecutor, Brackett could only go after the teen for the gun charge.
He ultimately pled guilty to that and received basically the maximum that a family court judge could give a juvenile in his situation.
The teenager was ordered a juvenile detention until the age of 21. In this courtroom audio from the Rock Hill Herald, he appears to show remorse.
I won't ever come by this stuff again. I just regret it. And if I get out, I hope so. I'm going to be a completely different person.
So his ultimate goal was jihad and to kill Americans?
Yes.
And obviously this is something that he was serious about. I mean, you know, at the same time, we're watching people get beheaded on television. ISIS is putting out these videos, and this is something that, you know, appalled everybody who saw it. But it was something that he looked at and embraced, and that is disturbing.